Hello students and welcome back to Class Unbox. My name is Ian and I'm going to be your teacher for today in Media and Information Literacy. Before we explore the part 2 of our lesson in legal, ethical, and societal issues in media and information, let us have a quick recap of our previous lesson. Here are our goals for today. Today, we are going to define the following terms: digital citizenship, netiquette, and digital footprint. Next, we are going to enumerate the key principles and elements of digital citizenship. Also, today, we are going to know the core rules of netiquette and importance of having a positive digital footprint, and apply these things by practicing proper conduct and behavior online and offline. Are you ready? Let's start! Now that we are living in the 21st century, most of the people, whether young or old, have the capability and access everything in just one click. In our first episode, I have mentioned that our country, the Philippines, is hailed as social media capital of the world. We spend at least 4 hours a day browsing our social media accounts, and last year, the rate of social media users increased by 3% with 79.58 billion users. It may sound trivial, but actually it is very alarming. The more active users we have online, the more cyber violence will become prevalent in our society. According to UNICEF, children ages 13 to 17 years old are victims of cyber violence. 1/3 of cyber violence are experienced by Filipino children in a form of verbal abuse, while 1/4 of them are through sexual messages, and mostly of the young girls are receiving them. In a statistics released by Statista.com, in 2019, the highest number of cyberbullying incidents in the Philippines can be found in Region 4A, Calabarzon, with approximately 92.4 thousand victims. Cyberbullying also occurred in Caraga Region and National Capital Region. These numbers are not lying. These numbers are alarming and threatening, and if you are watching this episode right now, I hope this will enlighten you that cyberbullying is a very serious matter. Many students have dropped out of school and some have committed suicide by being bullied online. With this, I myself encourage all of you students out there to use all of your social media accounts responsibly. Let us remember that these tools are made to communicate and spread awareness to everyone. We have to become responsible digitally so that we create a positive environment online. Now the question is, how can we do that? By being responsible digital citizens and apply the netiquette. To explore more what we had during the first episode, digital citizenship is the norms and practices of appropriate and responsible use of technology. According to Harvard Graduate School of Education, digital citizenship is a holistic and positive approach to help children on learning how to be safe, secure, smart, and effective participants in a digital world. We have 3 key principles of digital citizenship. Enclosed with these key principles are the elements of digital citizenship. The first principle is respect yourself and others. Under this principle are the following elements: digital etiquette, digital access, and digital law. These elements and principles help the user to be oriented on how to navigate and utilize media and technology properly by showing respect to oneself and others. The second principle is called educate yourself and connect with others. Under this principle are the following elements: digital literacy, digital communication, and digital commerce. These elements and principle helps the user to be responsible on how to utilize digital tools for communicating and purchasing items online. And the last key principle is protect yourself and others. Under this principle are the following elements: digital rights and responsibility, digital safety, and digital health and welfare. These elements and principle helps the user to be protected and others, be aware on one's rights and responsibility online and offline, and maintaining oneself healthy, physical, and psychological in a digital world. Now, these principles and elements will serve as our guide to become responsible digital citizens. Now, to be more specific with these principles and elements, here's an etiquette that we can use and follow. But first, what is an etiquette? An etiquette is a set of rules for behaving properly online. Netiquette is about respecting the views of other people and showing courtesy when posting your views and opinions to any online discussion groups. Here are some rules of netiquette that we need to observe given by Rasmussen College. Number 1. As much as possible, avoid sending messages or texts in all caps. Most readers tend to perceive it as shouting and may have a hard time understanding what you really want to say, no matter how intelligent your response may be. Number 2. Avoid being sarcastic. Mostly of the sarcastic messages posted on social media has been a source of misguided arguments, for it is incredibly hard to understand. It may seem like a joke to you, but to some readers it may be irritating. As a rule of thumb, avoid posting sarcastic messages. Instead, be polite and direct when communicating to avoid such issues. Number 3. Chat responsibly. Chat rooms, messenger applications gives everyone the easy access to communicate informally. Basically, we use these applications to our friends, families, colleagues, and more. Now, it can also be used in the professional world, but remember, we still need to be aware and responsible on the messages that we send to people, whether it's your boss or friends. Avoid spam messaging, for it does not really create a good start of conversation. Number 4. Set a respectful tone. In connection to what I said earlier, we must pay respect to anyone who we are talking with online. Avoid sending messages that might create issues at your school, workplace, and etc. Number 5. Read critically. Not everything you see and read from the internet are valid and accurate. It is a must to read carefully and critically so that you can assess if what you are reading is right or wrong. As a responsible digital citizen, avoid sharing information that might cause misinformation to others.
It's time for a pop quiz.
Which region in the Philippines that had the highest rate of cyberbullying in 2019? Is it A, Region 3, letter B, Region 4A, letter C, National Capital Region, or letter D, Region 10? You only have 10 seconds to answer the question. 10 seconds starts now. And the answer is letter B, Region 4A, Calabarzon. Number 6. Think before you type. It is important that before you post anything on your social media accounts, you have to think before typing anything, especially when you are mad on something or someone. Social media can be a good avenue to vent out your anger or frustration, but remember, whatever you post on your social media will greatly affect your character. Lastly, number 7. Be kind and professional. According to Rasmussen College, online communication comes with a level of anonymity that doesn't exist when you're talking to someone face-to-face. Sometimes, this leads people to behave rudely when they disagree with one another. It is good to be fair and consistent with how you act with people face to face and in a virtual landscape. How you show kindness towards other people physically must also be applied as well virtually. One thing that we need to be careful is also our digital footprint. According to Oxford Dictionary, digital footprint is the information about a particular person that exists on the internet as a result of their online activity. It means that everything we do online is our digital footprint. The examples of the digital footprints are the following. Number 1, search history. Number 2, text messages, including the deleted ones. Number 3, photos and videos posted online, including the deleted ones as well. Number 4, photos that are tagged on your profile. Number 5, likes and comments you post on your social media account. And number 6, browsing history, especially incognito mode.
It's time for a pop quiz.
Which among the examples below are considered as digital footprint? A, text messages. B, search history. C, photos and videos posted on your social media. Or letter D, all of the above. You only have 10 seconds to answer the question. 10 seconds starts now. And the answer is letter D, all of the above. If we are not careful with our digital footprints, our online reputation is at stake. Every post you make might be misinterpreted. Nowadays, some companies check digital footprints of their future employees before they hire them. That's why we have to be fully aware of what we post online. Now, here are some simple tips that we can do to maintain our digital footprint clean and organized. Number 1, stop and ask yourself sometimes when you post online. You can ask these questions to yourself before posting. How would others view me? Would I want others to post this about me? My parents, friends, teachers, and everyone will see my post. Is it okay? If the answer is no, then don't do it at all. Number 2, treat others how you want to be treated. As much as possible, do not post hurtful things online. When you are angry, just like what I said earlier, do not vent out using your social media accounts. Number 3, avoid becoming a victim of bad digital footprint. If ever you are tagged on a post that is flagged inappropriate, delete the post immediately or report it. Number 4, turn off geo-tagging or location settings on your phone and social media. It is a must to keep all your data private. And lastly, number 5, if you find that you are posting lots of things that are hurtful to yourself or others, it might be good to take a break from social media for a while.
It's time for a pop quiz.
It is the information about a particular person that exists on the internet as a result of their online activity. Is it A, digital law, B, digital literacy, C, digital footprint, or D, none of the above? You only have 10 seconds to answer the question. 10 seconds starts now. And the answer is letter C, digital footprint. Before we wrap up, let's have a quick recap. On our next episode, we are going to explore the opportunities, challenges, and power of media and information. See you next time here on Class Unbox. Once again, my name is Sian. See you next time, stay safe, and God bless us all. Bye!